Yes, yes. Of course, it's not my last video for the evening. Here goes another one. um, well, I was thinking, just about this black pill thing, I guess, and this, it's kind of odd to me. For example, so I got into a well, what this is really, what the point of this video is going to be is really about that people are not special. None of these trending channels on YouTube are special. None of these people that are trending on YouTube are special. None of these people in Hollywood are special. None of these politicians are special. And that's the same for Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, YouTube, Hollywood, mainstream media. None of these people are special. Police officers, special forces, special agents, they're not special, dude. They're not. None of them are. And they put these special people, so-called special people, in our faces every day, all day long, nonstop. If I were to just unplug from the internet and just go take a walk, here the cops are going to be rolling by. Those are the special people. They got the special power, and none of these people are special. None of them. The reason being is that everyone is special. Right? Everyone is. So the ones that are being propped up as the special people, they're not special because everyone is special. So when everyone is special, then no one is. You see what I mean? And when you really think about this is the massive illusion. The band Styx wrote a song about it. The Grand Illusion. The Grand Illusion. Actually, let's do a thing. Let's look up the lyrics of the song The Grand Illusion. Let's do that right now. Okay, we're gonna look it up. The Grand Illusion lyrics. Okay. This is truth. This is it's funny how so often you can find art imitates life. So you can find the truth in art. The Grand Illusion. No one is special. No one is. Okay. Welcome to the Grand Illusion. So this is, people try to say that they're hiding stuff from us and this and that. Dude, it's all right here. Welcome to the Grand Illusion. Come on in, see what's happening. Pay the price, of course, because it's all about money. Get your tickets for the show. The stage is set. The band starts playing. Suddenly your heart is pounding. Wishing secretly you were a star. See? Wishing secretly you were a star. Because who's the star? It's the band. The band's the star. Those are the special people. The TV or the magazines, they show you photographs of how your life should be, but they're just someone else's fantasies. So if you think your life is complete confusion because you never win the game, just remember that it's a grand illusion, and deep inside we're all the same. See, we're all the same. That's the thing. America spells competition. Join us in our blind ambition. Get yourself a brand new motor car. Someday soon we'll stop to ponder what on earth the spells we're under. We made the grade and still we wonder who in the fuck we are, right? So, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody's special. It's all a grand illusion. All these special people, they're not. And the reason is because we all are. So if everybody's special, well then these Hollywood people are just, it's an illusion. All these internet influencers, even on BitChute, they're all just, it's stupid. It's dumb. It's all stupid. And So I was debating with this guy on BitChute, and the reason is, well, let me see if I. Well, no, I won't go into. But the reason is because he's saying the same thing, that voters are stupid. It's the voters are the stupid people. It's more of this division. Voters versus non-voters, white versus black. The colored people versus the white people. It just goes on and on and on and on, and it's just this constant. There's some group of people that's more special than some other group of people, and it's just like the most stupidest thing. And then that one group that's supposedly more special than everyone else, every time, without a doubt, you see them infighting. They're fighting amongst each other, and so when I talk about this stuff being low IQ, like this, like you see all this low IQ shit, and even IQ is just another thing about, high IQ people are special, and no, they're not. So I was thinking about this, and then I started thinking, well, I mean, because I was just handing this guy his ass on a platter all day nonstop, and this is some guy that claims that all voters are stupid, and these dumb arguments are just so easy to dismantle. All of them are. Anytime somebody's claiming there's some group of people that's special, it's just easy to dismantle. That Styx song, the truth is right there. Art imitates life. That Styx song that I just pulled up the lyrics to, The Grand Illusion, sorry, man, it's just an illusion. Anybody that thinks that they're more special and this and that, it's all just bullshit, because everyone is special, So, and so when I observe these things and I think, dude, this is such low IQ shit, and then I start like thinking like, fuck, dude, I must have a high IQ, but I don't. I mean, I'm not going to do an IQ test. I don't even care, dude. Because it's all bullshit. IQ is just another part of the grand illusion. Ooh, you scored high on the IQ test? Ooh, oh boy. I bet you Hollywood's going to love you, or maybe you'll get on the Joe Rogan show because of your high IQ. Those people don't care. Because everybody is out for being the special one. I'm the special one, not you. So if you come onto my channel and you start dismantling some argument of mine, my hope is that I have the humility to detect it and then be able to admit that I'm wrong. That's what intelligence truly is. That's what, when you start talking about IQ, well, that's even the whole idea of IQ is totally subjective. When you think in terms of religion and God, most religions worldwide say the same thing, that if intelligence is fearing God, if you don't fear God, I don't care how high you score in an IQ test, you're a dumb motherfucker, dude. And so there's a Bible verse that actually says, I mean, this is all across almost pretty much all religions. But the Bible verse says, fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. So fearing God is intelligence. That's intelligence. And foolish people don't fear God. That's a fool. So it doesn't. So the Bible, so it just depends. It's all subjective. IQ and all this stuff. And so it really makes you kind of wonder about what's really going on. And this is another thing too with that, is you have people that are hired to be stupid. I mean, there is actually another song about that. I think it's a Rush song, where he's like, people will take a job where they act like a dumb person, and believe it or not, agents do that. Agents will go on platforms and pretend to be stupid in order to gather up useful idiots. They're psychological operations, so that they can try to cast a net out and see what kind of stupid people they can gather up and basically mind control. And so you got people that are pretending to be stupid on BitChute, and I got into a debate with, and then and then it'll be mixed with a sea of bots where the artificial intelligent programming is designed to make these bots appear as though they're stupid, like they think the stupidest shit, and all this is all designed to cast a net out to try to manipulate and control stupid people. But the strangest thing about that whole phenomena is it's the dead internet. Like it's literally the dead internet. Like it's mostly just stupid bots they're programmed to say stupid shit, and then like agents who are pretending to be stupid that are orchestrating all these fake conversations about the stupidest stuff, like it's the Jays, everything's the Jays, or whatever it is. And so I'm engaging with this one guy, and I'm just handing him his ass on a platter all day, and it's because he's paid to be stupid. Like I can tell he's not an artificial intelligence, so he's an agent. He's like a lower tier agent, and he's just paid to say stupid shit to try to entrap people to like parrot what he says, and it's like obvious. So I'm just like all day just like, and he won't shut up, like, because he's pissed off because I'm not buying into his bullshit and I'm calling him on it. And so, but he can't go off script because that's his script. His script is just to continue to be stupid and pretend to be dumb, and so it's just interesting. Like when you think about IQ and stuff, IQ is just that's a formula that was derived from the the indoctrination of system that we're all brought up to regard as education. That all that education and IQs and stuff, that's all just brainwash, indoctrination, garbage. Like it doesn't mean anything. It could actually be that the higher a person scores on an IQ test, the more stupid they are, because that's what they want. The whole point of indoctrination is to dumb everybody down, make everybody stupid. And so people go around bragging how high their IQ scores are, and it just kind of shows how. No, see, an intelligent person would never brag about how smart they are. An intelligent person would never do that, right? Never, right? And because intelligence is far more nuanced than just like it's far more nuanced. Like you have emotional intelligence, and including like humility. Like humility, if a person doesn't have humility, they're stupid. They're just stupid. The hubris, it's all the pride before the fall. Humility is acknowledging my strengths and weaknesses and not being over bolsterous or whatever and prideful. That pride before the fall, and so humility is a form of intelligence. Intelligence isn't just about mathematics and language and all this stuff, history and all this stuff we're brought up to think is what intelligence is. They don't teach people humility in the education system. Why do you think that is? Because they want a bunch of prideful people, because prideful people are stupid. Prideful people who are driven by pride are stupid, and so they don't want to teach like real shit in school. So IQ tests don't mean nothing. Even the term itself, IQ, means very little, especially when you take into consideration all the different spiritual philosophies and religious philosophies throughout time. They all basically say the same thing. Like if you don't fear God, you're a dumb motherfucker. That's it. Bottom line, you're stupid. I don't care what you score on your IQ test. You're a dumb fuck, But anyway, so I'm just kind of thinking about all this because it's not. I have to remember that I'm not special because everyone else is special. Like because everyone else is special. That doesn't. I mean, I'm just another bozo on the bus. I'm just another one of you guys. We're all the same. Just like in that Styx song, that Grand Illusion. We're all the same. We all bleed the same. We all have the same needs. desires, wants. We all want to be happy. We all have to eat and breathe oxygen, drink water. We're all the same. But then when you look around, what do you see? People breaking off into warring factions, each group saying to the other, we're right and you're wrong. And it's just everywhere. No matter where you go, that's all it is. That's all it is everywhere, So it's really bizarre. And then I'll observe like prejudices that I have. But really, the only prejudice that I have the prejudice that I have can be summed up succinctly in a Charles M. Schultz quote, where he says, "I love humankind. It's people I can't stand." So yes, I'm prejudiced, and it has nothing to do with anything. It's just people. I can't stand people, dude. I can't stand them. I love humankind. Like, I would die for humankind. It's just people I can't stand. I just and so in that sense, I guess that's because I'll see different prejudices. I'll observe different prejudices that I have, and when I like look into them and like try to figure out what is going on with me, what it is it's just like Charles Schultz said, I love humankind. It's people I can't stand, and it has nothing to do with anything, with race or whatever your spiritual philosophy or preference in music, or really, all that stuff is irrelevant in the bigger picture. It's just that people just kind of suck, really. I don't know why that is. And I probably suck just as much as everybody else. I don't know. It's hard to say. If I don't suck, it's not by any virtue of mine that I don't suck. And so even that, I have to continue reminding myself, like, if I do have virtues, high IQ or anything like that, it's not me, dude. It's not me. There's something else that's in control of all this shit. And all I know is that isn't me. So if I ever do display any kind of virtuous things, I just have to, it's really important to remind myself that anything like that I do have is straight as a gift from the cosmos or God or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's just, and I just need to accept that, accept the gift, but also accept that it's not coming from me. It's a gift. It's not something that I, earned or anything like that. And so when I'm going about everything with that kind of, looking at it through that kind of lens, like, it's just like, I don't know, there's a clarity to it. Because then I see the Holly weirdos, and I'm just like, dude, you're not special. When everyone is special, there's no reason to put you on a pedestal. So why are you on the pedestal? It's just bullshit. Nobody, And I actually learned that. I watched this one really good documentary on Whitey, that gangster Whitey, that the movie. It's this gangster, and in the 80s and 90s, Whitey. It's a kind of an interesting story, But they interviewed a bunch of the Whitey gangsters, all these other gangsters that were part of this gang, and they kind of, whatever. You'll have to look into it yourself. I'm not going to go into explaining the whole thing, but Whitey. You know Whitey Bulger. I think his name Whitey Bulger. There was a Johnny Depp movie called about it, which is a really good movie. It's called I can't think of it off the top of my head. But anyway, the documentary is better than the movie, And they interview these guys that were part of Whitey's gang, and that this one dude, he just like dropped some fucking really profound shit, like really high IQ. You want to talk about intelligence, and he's just some dumb gangster dude. He's not fucking educated in the. He went to the shittiest education system and everything. He was just. It was street smarts. It was street smarts, but it's like laying down some profound, real shit. He was explaining how these special agents, because they got busted by the FBI or whatever, and he was just explaining it very matter of fact, very objective. He wasn't like going into opinion and like emotion and stuff. He was just very matter of fact, very objective, and just straightforward, and was just explaining how, these special agents are not special. There is nothing special about these special agents in the CIA. They're referred to as special agents and stuff, and he's dealt with them like for decades because he was in Whitey's gang, and he wasn't bragging. He wasn't saying it in a way like he was bragging or anything. It was like literally like he's just trying to get this information out to people, like it's an information war. And he was just very tactfully did it because he knew he was being interviewed and it was a documentary and that people were going to watch this documentary. And it wasn't even no agenda at all. It was just pure, just like getting truth out there, just saying it. He's on the camera. They want to know what he knows about this and that. And he just kind of like, the subject came up and he just very matter of factly just stated like, these special agents, these guys, they're not special. There's nothing special about them. They call them special agents, and they give them all this kind of immunity and impunity and this and that. But they're just another fucking bozo on the bus, like you, me, and everyone else. And it's the same with Hollywood and politics and rock stars and internet influencers. There's just nothing special about them, and that's just very matter of fact. And he's totally right. Like that guy is totally right, and it goes across the board. It's in everything. It's like there is just none of these people that are put up on pedestals as special people. They're just not, and the reason they're not is because everyone is special. So it makes them look kind of foolish. Like, why are you allowing yourself to be put up on a pedestal in the first place? Because that's implying that somehow you're special. And when people have already caught on that everyone is special, that means you're just like everyone else. Like, what? You're just another bozo on the bus, like me, you, and everyone else. So fuck you, or fuck all these platitudes and like all this props and stage effects and stuff. It's like, just come on, man. Come on, bro. This is fucking stupid, right? Anyways, whatever.